I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. No disguise needed, a voice that finds reason to multiply people in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington, might as well be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peep the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politic with the kings about economic growth. Cure PTSD cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know everywhere we go.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. It's Jackson. And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Working out of the gun, Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers defenders set the edge.
On third down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Cousins to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Once again, it's Swift. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Jackson from the shotgun. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. On 4th down, Jack Fox armed to punt for Detroit. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at about the 28. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're excited. exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive blitz.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play fake. Cousins. Rolling to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. They run the counter with Cook. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line. Now a handoff to Chandler. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Back to Gibson and another catch for it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. Open man right side is St. Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. On second down, Swift. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4. He got 4 on third down. Swift going to try it in the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson throwing middle, and it's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football to the left. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Gay's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. On the move to his left. And he's got his man on the out route. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. First down. Here's Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost.
Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 81 yards. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. And complete right side to Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get...
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins completes it to the fullback Ham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, first down. A give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On play action, Cousins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Throwing is Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 58 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kime Nwangu, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down at the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end. The Lions on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28 from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
From the gun, here's Swift. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
11 more on that one and another first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
35 yards. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for Gus trying to get to the football.
75 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a first down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Draw play. Cousins to Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Here's Jackson to throw.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing, Jackson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Jackson to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Jackson, options out left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs that better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw to a target and get that pass away.
Jackson. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score Lions 21, Vikings 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get... Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Shawn. And the Lions are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? Why would I?
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times I try.
It's week 18 of the NFL, and we've got the incomparable Travis Kelce, 3rd in the league in catches this season, and ready for more this week. It's the Chiefs and the Vikings under the lights on Sunday night.
Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. They go play fake. Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Cousins now. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Cousins now to throw on first down. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Vikings had 11-5 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Now Cousins. Dancing to his left. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Cook. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
They try again with Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Throwing, Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he won't
won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw, it's Mahomes. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
1st down, now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Chiefs' 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Kansas City.
And just 1 yard from the 49 to the 50.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Right where they set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They run a draw here on second down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offense.
He finds more in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and they are able to add on to their advantage. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on the punt for Minnesota.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 36, Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Mahomes looks wants to throw on third down. Got his man complete. Moore. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Mahomes to throw once more. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Campbell making the catch. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
On first down, Mahomes. This one is caught. It's Moore. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Butker's kick here is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Play action now. Cousins.
47-yard line.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
They start the drive with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cousins now. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 17, Mahomes.
Outright and brought in by Moore.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now here's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Mahomes now to throw.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength, and his his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Cousins. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Moore. Now to go for a gain of 7. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 39. 25 yards that time. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Cousins. And he fires one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, second and 2. Now a first carry for their fullback. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. On the give, this is their fullback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So Cousins and the Vikings down 20-17. A minute 47 on the clock. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. Here's Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that earns him a fresh set of downs. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Cousins to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Cousins. That's going to be caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And now all eyes shift over to the Chiefs, trailing by 4. A little under 30 seconds remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. One final try for Mahomes. This for all the marbles. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. What a finish in this one, Charles. Yeah, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.